in those two events. But in the meantime, we continue with the opening heats in the men's 400 meters. And Bershawn Jackson is in this next heat. Bershawn, of course, one of the veterans that we have been watching over the years. There he is, the bronze medalist in Beijing at the 400-meter hurdles.
And he was world champ 7 years ago in Helsinki. And he is also the American leader this year in this event. But gone are the days where the U.S. team just shows up, Tom, and dominates at the major championships. Last year, they got absolutely no medals at the World Championships. That was a first because other athletes from other countries have been stepping up. Javier Coulson of Puerto Rico is certainly a big threat. And the world champion last year was Di Green from Great Britain. So no shortage of competition awaiting whomever makes the U.S. Olympic team in this event.
And Bershawn certainly has staying power. He's been ranked among the world's best since 2003. He's now 29 years old. He is in lane 3. And in lane 7, Keyunta Hayes, who is just 20 years old, All-American from Texas, San Antonio.
And he'll be trying to have the sort of trials that Queen Harrison had 4 years ago when she was the youngest member of that U.S. Olympic team that went to Beijing. But this young man has credentials at both 110 and 400 and was 4th this year at the NCAA's. 49.38 at those NCAA championships. He's going to have to set personal best, I believe, to knock off some of the veterans in this event.
As was the case in the earlier heat, the top 3 finishers automatically advance, plus the next 4 fastest to the semifinals.
And Tom, I had a conversation with Derek Atkins, who was the U.S. Gold medalist in the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. And he said it is absolutely a marvel that Bershawn Jackson, who's listed at 5'8", maybe he's 5'7.5", he said what he is able to do and where he ranks all time is just amazing in this event, because it really is an event that favors the taller athletes. If you think about the guy who has the world record, Kevin Young, it really is a marvel that Bershawn Jackson has been able to have the career that he has had.
On their way in toward the first hurdle, Bershawn Jackson trying to move along, and the 3-time U.S. champion hoping to add another one here in Eugene. This is the opening heat, and he's off to a good start.
And Tom, he takes 15 steps between each of these hurdles all the way around. It means that he has to back off and save something in the beginning. But watch as he's going to start to make his move now. He's not in the lead now, but watch Bershawn Jackson just about in the middle of your picture, and look at how he starts to pick up these athletes on the outside. And wow, that's a huge fall there.
Austin Holloman. The rain starting to come down with more intensity now as Bershawn Jackson leads the way to the final hurdle. There is the final hurdle. Hayes is second. Bennett is third. Bershawn eased up, jogs across the finish line. Bennett officially gets second, and it appeared that Hayes would hold third.
And just like Angelo Taylor, this was pretty much, there's Bershawn, and just like Angelo Taylor, he made a decisive move past a lot of hurdlers with a lot less experience. You see there the fall by Holloman. His trials are done, unfortunately. But look at how much of a lead Bershawn Batman Jackson comes off with. He looks over his shoulder, calmly hops over 10. And this is a great job of conserving energy, because this is a very, very difficult team to make. And it's the conserving of energy in the early rounds that gives you that edge, Tom, in the later rounds when you really have to turn it on to secure your space on this Olympic team. Great job by Bershawn Batman Jackson.
Here are the official results then. Bershawn 50.59. Bennett and Hayes automatically qualify. So 2 of the marquee players, Angelo Taylor and Bershawn Jackson, easy winners in their heats in the 400 hurdles.